Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning After LSU. We're going to talk LSU's victory over Vanderbilt's. And I got some things I want to get off my chest that's been bothering me. But first, let's go over the score versus my prediction that I had during the week. My prediction was 53-17, and I was close. But it's not about me. I just didn't think that we would score 60-something points. I really thought that they would keep it around 50. Anyway, the actual was 66-38. Now, it was really 66-24 because 14 of those 38 points were offensive turnovers that turned into touchdowns. Like 22 fumbling the ball inside his own 1 yard line. And Brennan throwing a pick six in the fourth quarter when he's not supposed to be throwing the ball. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we throwing the ball right there? I get it. You want to work, work on the pass game with him for next year and have, meaningful snaps. But the game is secure. You're going to get somebody hurt doing that shit. And honestly, I wasn't happy with the coach's decision for that. But, it's whatever. So we really won 66-24 if you want to nitpick the defense, because that seems to be a topic of discussion. But anyways, credit to the offense. They ran the ball for about 200 yards collectively with, the backs and quarterback sneaks and whatever they have. And then about 418 pass yards total between both quarterbacks, 6 passing touchdowns, 1 pick six. Joe Burrow, 73% completion, which is not 81%, but it's damn good. First SEC game on the road, 73%. You can't ask for too much better than that. What I like to look at is yards per attempt, and he had about 11 yards per attempt. You were 25 of 34 for 398. I mean, the dude just keeps stacking up stats, and we kind of knew that against this Vanderbilt team, that he was going to be able to just roll up the stats. So it's kind of what we expected. I'm starting to get numb to the 50-plus points a game, which is crazy because we're only 4 games into the season. But it's whatever, man. Congrats to the offense. They doing what they do, which kind of takes me into the defense. By the way, I graded the offense an A, not an A+. The only reason I didn't give him an A+ is because our backup quarterback threw an interception when, pressure was getting in his face and he was shitting his pants. And shame on the coaching staff for calling that play. But I'm still going to give them an A because what else are you going to give them? They scored 66 points and they scored 28 in the first quarter. You can't give them too much better than that, but it wasn't perfect. Still didn't see Sadiq Charles play yet, and I'm not understanding why he's not playing. I don't know what kind of doghouse he's in, but they need to get that shit figured out because we got Florida coming up in about 3 weeks. I'll take the bye week to get some guys rest up. We'll talk injuries too. But, the offense, it's great. I'm not going to complain too much about that, but maybe some play calling they can be better at. Maybe a little bit of game management improvements. Man, you just don't throw the ball like that at the end of the game. Gosh, it's okay. I'm gonna get pissed off right here. Okay, so let's talk defense because this is what everybody's complaining about. I don't care if you on Facebook, Twitter, the Huddle app, probably on YouTube. Every platform for social media, there's these know-it-all SOBs that's gonna complain about the defense. What's wrong with the defense? Well, why are we doing this? Well, and I even got text messages last night and this morning. What's wrong with the defense? Well, here's what's wrong with the defense. What's wrong with the defense is your expectations. Somebody told you that this team was going to be elite on 2 sides of the ball this year. It certainly wasn't me. I told you guys 2 weeks ago, the offense is going to have to carry the defense for a hot minute. We have 3 starters out on the front 5. Logan, Rashard Lawrence, and Chasson. Now, you're playing backups. You're really rushing 3, sometimes 4, and you're playing coverage. They're not even manning up hardly. They're backing off. They're playing some zones. And if you're not getting a pass rush, well, they're going to pick you apart. And if you ain't tackling worth the shit, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to give up big plays. If you're out of position, you're going to give up big plays. Okay, so it starts with expectations. As fans, you need to simmer that crap down, okay? Because this is not an elite defense. This is a good defense at best right now, okay? So get it out your heads that we're going to shut people down, that we're going to run people out of the stadium with defense, because we're not. We're going to give up 20 to 30 points a game this year, at least for now. You don't even have your starters on the damn lineup. What do you expect them to do? Do you expect them to play single high and send Stevens on a blitz every other play and man up? Because we can try that. And that might be the best option right now because our strength is the DBs. But people need to start tripping out. Look, we gave up 38 points, but we really gave up 24 defensively. 2 of those are rushing touchdowns, I believe. I have to go back and check. That ain't horrible, guys. That is not horrible. Okay, you're scoring 66 points a game and you're still finding a reason to complain and bitch about this? What kind of fan base does that? And I'm calling you guys out because that's unbelievable. That just blows my mind that we can have a fan base that hated Les Miles for all these years because we were so conservative. Yeah, we had great to elite defenses. Had to find something to complain about. Well, guess what? We got an offense now. But the defense is not elite. Y'all going to complain about that too? Hell, Burrow could have scored 100 points yesterday and y'all still be complaining. So let's take the expectations down a little bit. Take down the expectations because this defense is not as bad as what everybody is portraying it to be. What's going to happen when we play Alabama? Well, they're going to put up 35 points on us. That's what's going to happen. So you better hope that we can put up 38. Same thing that happened at Texas. Okay, are we going to get better? Yeah. And let me give you guys a good example. What did everybody say with the offense of 2018 with Burrow? Oh, they're going to be much better at the end of the year than they were at the beginning of the year, correct? That's exactly what everybody said. And weren't they right? Okay, so we're 4 games into the season. We know the power of the team is in the offense. Everybody needs to chill the heck out. This defense will come around. First of all, let's get everybody healthy. Okay, let's get everybody healthy and see what it's like once they all play together. And yeah, they're going to give up points, but just guess what? We're not elite. So let it go. Somebody once told me, if you can't get what you like, you got to like what you get because that's all you're going to get. And right now, this is what we're going to get. So everybody complaining about this, what's wrong with the defense and all that? Y'all need to chill, all right? Because enjoy the ride. We don't know how often we're going to have an offense like this to carry the team. Y'all, just think how bad it would be if we didn't have this offense to carry the team. It would be 2008 all over again. I'm just telling you. Right now, the defense looks like 2013. Good enough to not lose you some games, but you're not going to win the games that you need to on defense. So that's my rant on the defense. And all these people need to just chill out, man, because there's nothing wrong with the team. And y'all say, well, the defense is what's wrong with the team. We're giving up big plays. Well, hell, Clemson is not a perfect team. Alabama's not a perfect team. Georgia looked like crap last night against Notre Dame. That's supposed to be an elite quarterback for Georgia. You saw the play calling in the 3rd and 4th quarter, what they thought of that quarterback. He did 9 routes to the Z receiver, and he did dump offs to his running backs. I didn't see any creativity with that offense because they don't trust him, because he is not elite. And LSU would dominate Georgia if they played him today. But that's neither here nor there. All the teams ahead of LSU in the rankings, that's not our concern. But just as an example, they're not complete teams right now. Nobody is at this time of the year. Done with the defense. I give them a C. Room for improvement. Special teams, A+. What can you say about Micah Baskerville? The dude is a monster. The dude came, he showed up, he said, Coach, put me in, and he made plays. I'm giving them an A+. There's really not much else to say about that. I still haven't seen Stingley return for a touchdown, which that's coming soon. Let's talk some injuries real quick. Mike Divinity, we don't know what's wrong with him. Terrace Marshall, foot injury, they said a few weeks. So we're hoping for Auburn. We'll see. Jefferson, tweaked an ankle, but he tweeted out last night that he's going to be just fine. So we need to make sure our linebacking core steps up. This is going to put a lot of pressure on Damone Clark and Chasson when he returns, because Mike D was, he may not be elite, but he was a leader in the field. So we just need to make sure that we make up for that. But all in all, this was not a bad game. This was a record-breaking game. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't agree with all the complaining. I think y'all are spoiled and entitled, and I think as fans, we have that right. You just look retarded, though. And I can say that. I don't care. When you're going to complain about imperfection, let's just be real about this. They need to learn to tackle. They need to learn to tackle. Don't give up the big play. If they want to play bend but not break, that's fine. Learn to tackle and wrap up. That is the only criticism that I have for the defense. Other than that, man, all in all, it was a pretty good game for the first road conference game. I look for them to get even better after the bye week against Utah State. I really feel like they're finding their identity as a team. I really believe that. I think they trust in the program. I think the coaches are doing what they got to do. They still are not a perfect team or a complete team. They still have work to do. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If y'all think that I'm being a little too lenient on the defense, or if I'm being a little too critical of the fans who are more critical of the defense. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back. I may take the week off for the bye week. We'll see. But I still want to do another video on the first quarter of the season to let you guys know what I think about what has happened the first 4 games, where expectations were at the beginning of the year, and what we can look forward to the rest of the way. Because the next 4 games with Florida and Auburn and Utah State, and I believe at Mississippi State. So we're going to step up the competition a little bit. So it's going to get really interesting, really fun. But thanks for tuning in, and I will be seeing you next time. Go Tigers.